You ever watch a courtroom scene and just think, wait, did that really just happen? Well, recently, Sean "Diddy" Combs gave us exactly that moment. The kind of explosive meltdown that's equal parts shocking and revealing. The hip-hop mogul, the man who's made billions turning talent into empires, lost his cool in a high-profile court case, and it's not just the shouting or storming out that's grabbing headlines. No, what truly sent this story into overdrive was a jaw-dropping leak from his ex-bodyguard. A list. Not a playlist, but a list of rappers that Diddy allegedly smashed over the years. The word alone sets off alarms in celebrity gossip circles. But there's so much more to unpack here. From power dynamics and media machinery, to the human cost behind fame's glimmering surface. Let me take you back a bit. Because understanding this moment means stepping outside the gossip to see the bigger picture. Here's a rare nugget you probably haven't heard. Did you know that many celebrities maintain their superstar status not just through talent or charisma, but through carefully cultivated social media profiles filled with fake followers? Bots, paid promotions, and PR strategists work behind the scenes, propping up images of fame that may be far from authentic. It's like the celebrity world has its own secret code, a game of perception where reality bends. This means that when something leaks, especially a personal secret, it cracks open that carefully constructed illusion and forces us to confront the messy, human reality beneath the flawless image. That's exactly what's happening with Diddy. The man is legendary, a titan who started with a vision and built an empire, wearing multiple hats as a rapper, producer, fashion icon, and entrepreneur. His influence in hip-hop is massive. He's been a kingmaker for decades. But even kings have vulnerabilities. The legal battle at the heart of this recent drama started as a dispute with a former employee, someone who worked closely with him, and knew the inner workings of his personal and professional life. What seemed like a routine case quickly spiraled into a spectacle when the ex-bodyguard dropped that list in court, exposing intimate details that no PR team wants on public record. Suddenly the courtroom became a stage for more than just legal arguments. It turned into a window into the complicated intersections of fame, power, and personal relationships. Inside that courtroom, things got intense fast. Diddy, who usually keeps his cool in public, lost it. Voices were raised, the judge struggled to maintain order, and the tension was palpable. People who follow celebrity court cases know this isn't just about who wins or loses a case. It's about who controls the narrative. And for Diddy, the list wasn't just a betrayal. It was a direct challenge to his reputation. When someone's personal life is weaponized in court, it shakes the foundation of their public persona. Imagine if every rumor, every whispered secret, was suddenly verified in the most public way possible. That's what was happening here. And it wasn't just the public spectacle, it was a deeply personal attack. But let's dig into the list itself, because this is where the story really opens up. The ex-bodyguard's list didn't just drop random names. It included some of the biggest rappers in the game, some of whom have been tight with Diddy for years. The reactions were a mixed bag. Some denied any involvement, others stayed silent, and a few dropped cryptic hints on social media that only added fuel to the fire. This raises questions about the blurred lines between personal relationships and professional alliances in the music industry. Power dynamics here aren't just about business deals or record contracts. They spill over into intimate, sometimes problematic territory. Celebrity culture often glamorizes these relationships, but the reality can be far more complicated, and sometimes toxic. Why does this matter? Because celebrity scandals like this don't just entertain. They reveal the pressures and vulnerabilities of living life under constant scrutiny. Fame puts people on a pedestal, but it also isolates them. Psychologists have noted that celebrities often experience amplified emotions. Things like insecurity, jealousy, and fear of abandonment can become magnified when you're constantly watched and judged. Diddy's meltdown wasn't just about anger, it was a glimpse into the human cost of fame. When your every move is dissected, when your private life becomes public property, it's no wonder even the strongest personalities sometimes crack. If you look at other high-profile celebrity court cases, the parallels are clear. Think about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's explosive legal battles, or the deeply personal revelations during Britney Spears' conservatorship hearings. In each case, we see celebrities shedding their polished images, revealing raw, flawed, humanity. These moments strip away the gloss and remind us that fame doesn't erase personal struggles. It often intensifies them. And the media, well, they play a huge role in how these stories unfold. Headlines scream about Diddy's outburst or secret list revealed, grabbing attention and driving clicks. But the media doesn't always paint the full picture. Sensationalism can turn complex human stories into caricatures, fueling public judgment instead of understanding. That's why it's important to remember that behind every scandal is a person, with fears, regrets, and hopes. And it's also a reminder to us, the audience, about how we consume these stories. Gossip has always been a way to connect socially, to learn about norms, bond over shared interests, or feel part of a community. Celebrity gossip is just a magnified version of that natural human behavior, played out on a global stage. But too much sensationalism can desensitize us or create unrealistic standards for relationships and success. Instead, what if we use stories like this to reflect on bigger themes, like the complexities of power, the fragility of human connections, and the real cost of living life in the spotlight? In the end, the Diddy court drama is more than a headline. It's a powerful reminder that fame, for all its glitter, comes with heavy burdens. It challenges us to look beyond the gossip and consider the humanity beneath. To see celebrities not just as icons or scandals, but as people navigating messy, complicated lives, just like the rest of us. So next time you hear about a celebrity, meltdown, or a leaked secret, try to remember this. It's a story about power, vulnerability, and what it really means to be human in a world that watches your every move. In a small village, a cat named Whiskers discovered a magic fish in a pond. The fish promised 3 wishes in exchange for its freedom. Whiskers wished for endless fish, a cozy bed, and a bell that rang softly. The fish granted all 3 wishes and swam away, leaving Whiskers content